And we're back! Okay, that one was for Moda Man. Thanks for the patronage, bud. Today we're going to take a departure from our normal sharp stuff content, and we're going to talk about some mechanism content. And this is the Crossbreed Appendix style holster I've been wearing for some time now, actually. And for the algorithm, just so you know, all the mechanisms shown on this channel are replicas. They're not real. This is a replica magazine. If there are any rounds to be seen, they're replica rounds too, so there you go. Anyway, let's get into it. So the Crossbreed Rogue system, that's what this is called, is kind of neat. It's kind of got like a shape-shifting vibe to it. This sidecar is detachable, which is nice, but I actually found that it's a lot more comfortable to wear with the sidecar. You do have this concealment claw here, and what that does, and since this is, flexible, this kind of wraps around the body. This claw here pushes the butt of the mechanism into you a little more, making you print less. And then it's wearing a tier 1 concealment wedge. This is the 1-inch wedge. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but it's okay. Now with these shorter mechanisms like the Shield Plus, and remember, this is a replica, the shorter barrel actually makes this thing kind of kick out a little more in this direction when you're wearing it. So when you put that little wedge on the back of your holster, it kind of kicks it this way, basically. So this is how I've been wearing this. I have the 10-round magazine in here and a 13 here. That's plenty for me for my needs. The way I have it set up is fine for me. Shield Plus, you guys know this one. I run it without an optic. It's got the night sights on it here. A little bit of stippling on the front guard. I'm one of those guys that likes to wrap a finger around the trigger guard, and she's really in there. I really have this thing. I get mine with the safety, because I carry Appendix, so it's nice to have a safety, a little bit of peace of mind there for me. I sweep it off immediately, so with training, a safety is not a problem. This is a very tactile safety, so it's fine. I did the stippling myself, added a little bit of texture where I thought it needed it, and she's very comfortable now. So here's the retention. I have it set 4. Very nice, not going anywhere. You can see like a little lip hanging down here past the edge of the mechanism. That's fine by me because it adds a little length in this holster here, and that kind of keeps the weapon from flopping this way. You want it kind of like cinched in. This is how you want it. So the way I have this magazine set up too is this is easy to find for me, and then I just take this out, slap it into the mechanism, we're good. So there's that. These clips that it comes with, interestingly enough, I kind of thought they were a little flimsy, and they can kind of move in this direction or this direction. But I've gotten used to them, and I actually quite like them now. The aesthetics are cool. It looks neat. Looks like something you would go and hunt vampires with, very neat. Shipping was fairly fast from them, Crossbreed. A lot of these claws that you get are really ineffectual. This one is actually pretty good. It's not too high. Doesn't sit too high at all, but it does a good job of grabbing the belt at the appropriate spot, where these clips are set up. The belt just runs along here and grabs like so. It's actually pretty nice. I think this is decent. The holster I was using for a little while with this mechanism is the We the People IWB holster. This one's okay. It's not bad, but because the Shield Plus has got such a short barrel, this one does the floppity boppity a little bit too. It flops a little this way. I carry the Flush Fit magazine, but if you didn't and you went with something more like, your Extendos, or I have the 15 here somewhere. Okay, so there's the full grip that you get here. I found with this holster, this part would print a bit, and it flops this way and kind of sticks out, so I didn't really get a lot of concealability with this holster. Again, no claw, whatever. And I also found it to be a little wide in this dimension. Not terrible, but I feel like this sight guard is just way too high. This could be brought down a bit, and that could save some space. Plus, I would like a smaller clip for this, and maybe a claw. And this would be pretty good. Not bad. It's okay. The fit and finish was decent, not terrible for kydex, but I do prefer the Crossbreed Rogue system here for sure. And you guys can wear this any way you want. I'm pretty sure with this system you could get away with the extended mag and maybe this 15. There, you get the 15, and the extended mag would look something like that, and that's actually a really nice setup. I think you'd be pretty well served with that. So I've been wearing this for about, I want to say 8 months now. It's held up really well. It hasn't broken on me. I don't wear it every day. Sometimes I wear this one. I do have a shoulder rig that I sometimes wear, and I wear different mechanisms too. This isn't my only carry piece. But you guys saw my CZ on the channel. I sometimes wear a Glock 19. And there it is with the full-size 15 round mag and your little 10 round flush fit. For me personally, what feels the best is this, the 13 rounder and the 10. Prints the least. I have a 13 round backup mag. I've been carrying shields since we had like 7 rounds to work with. So with the mag guts kit and, you know, a hive extensions and stuff, we can get them up to 10 rounds if we had an extender down here or something like that. Now this is the golden age of mechanisms, if you ask me. The fact that I have 10 to start with flush fit and 13 on tab, that's plenty for me. And here in Colorado, we have open carry. So I've been open carrying a lot lately. As a matter of fact, let me go grab that. So when I'm not concealed with this guy, you'll often see me wear this guy open carry, and this is a G19. As you guys know, it's wearing a light, and I got a We the People holster with a paddle. This has actually served me pretty well. It's easy on and off. You know, G19, pretty light. Not a lot heavier than some of my smaller stuff, like the shield and whatever. So this is fine. 15 rounds, good to go. Night sights. Again, no optic, but this is my go-to bread and butter EDC. The holster itself, here, we'll check the weight real quick for you guys. So the shield, loaded, weighs 23.5 ounces, somewhere in there. Extra mag weighs something like 7.8 ounces. Rogue system, this whole thing together will run you, weight-wise, 37.9 ounces, somewhere in there. So, you 1911 guys, that's like one of your 1911s unloaded. So, it's not bad. I don't mind it. And Appendix is nice with these 2 clips, but this thing actually works out pretty good. I can report to you guys that it's aged well. It looks sharp. It's easy off and on. The wedge does seem to help it a little bit, depending on what you guys are carrying. And if you did want to get an optic, this is optic ready. So pretty nice. I think these things run for like 90 bucks. You can get them down as like 65 if you get a deal or something. Is it worth the like 90? Let's say you got it for 90 plus shipping. Is it worth that? I would say, yeah. A little wide in this dimension, so you have to figure out your belt situation. A lot of times guys will put the buckle right here, and I find that it just makes it too, like when your buckle is in the center, like right here, it's just too much, and you're actually printing. It doesn't look like a mechanism. It just looks like you got front butt, right? So what I do is I actually put the buckle of my Core Essentials belt over here somewhere in the next, you know, set, and that sits over here, and then everything just kind of runs flush through this. Again, the claw grabs everything, and I kind of walk around like this throughout the day. It's not bad. It's not bad at all, and the weight's distributed really, really nicely. It takes an extra second to get this thing on, but once you get used to it and you have the belt that you prefer, again, I'm using the Core Essentials old, I forget what model it is. If you have a good rigid belt, this thing is really, really good. If you got a floppity-boppity leather belt or something like that, it's decent, but you might get a little of this stuff going on. You know, especially if you got a bit of a belly kicking it out, you know? So if you get a little belly, you ate too much, something like that, it'll kick out like so, and then you're kind of pressing against it. You're still not going to print that much, but it's just a little more uncomfortable, if that makes sense. So one of the reasons I like the Core Essential belt is because you can kind of adjust it on the fly. If you ate too much, you're bloated, something like that, you can adjust it and loosen it, or tighten it if you need it. I think this, with a good, rigid, quality belt, is a home run. I would pay $90 for this. If you can find it for $65, $70, even better. I think on the Crossbreed site, if you pay with Zezel, you save a bunch of money and it's like $62, something like that. That's amazing. Again, price is subject to change, but you get the point. So I think this, even at $90, $100, is actually worth it. You have a lot of options. It does come with some other stuff in the box that I completely forgot about showing on camera because I've been carrying this for so long. A really nice carrying bag. You get OWB clips. You get, what else? OWB clips and something else was in there. I forget, but there's some accessories, some extra hardware. You really do get hooked up when you buy one of these. So they did not send this to me. I bought it on my own. I actually really like this rig. Little on the wide side, but that could be good if you're trying to sneak a belt buckle in here somewhere. And I found with jeans, sometimes these clips line up with the pant loops exactly, and it's kind of annoying. You gotta shift stuff around. But with like tactical pants, BDUs, anything like that, this setup is really, really comfy, and I appreciate it, and it's a lot cheaper than some of the competitors out there. I definitely give it a thumbs up. If you guys have used Crossbreed holsters in the past, let me know what you thought. I'm considering giving one of those soft backing holsters of theirs a try, see if that's pretty comfy. I don't know. I'm always messing with holsters, but just wanted to share this with you, mix up the content a little bit. So if you're thinking about picking up an Appendix rig. I just wanted to let you know that you could go with Crossbreed, save a bit of money, have a great setup. Yeah, highly recommend. Anyway, that's it for me. I will see you guys next time on 5 Minute Knives.